Happy Saturday. It is Audrey and it's Avery. She woke up just a little bit, so she's doing a little bit better than she was earlier. But we're out here on a Saturday. We are showing a property. We don't have under management, but we do help local renters who are relocating to our area. We do help them find properties as well. We partner with local realtors and they refer people over to us. So this one, we actually have a very limited amount of time. They're in crunch time. We have about 72 hours to help them find a property that they are interested in and that works with their criteria and their school zones, and also that they can actually get approved for. So challenge accepted. We're out here doing that for today. And I just wanted to bring you guys a few tips. I'll of course let you see the property for yourselves. This is Mommy's nose. You see Mommy's nose? So of course we'll let you guys see the property for yourselves, but I did also want to bring you a few tips to keep in mind as a renter whenever you're looking at properties, and hopefully it helps you out. Come follow along with us. So we are starting here in the living room of the home. As you can see, it is pretty spacious. It does have a nice tray ceiling. Now this is an older home that has been updated, so we do treat it as such, but our update seems to be done pretty well. We're going to navigate down into the kitchen area. Again, that has also been updated with your granite countertops, your stainless steel appliances, and it also has a dedicated dining area. Now with this space, if you don't need a dedicated dining area for your particular family or your setup, feel free to use that as a flex room. You can also use it as a bedroom. It just does not have a built-in closet, so you would have to use some wardrobe alternatives in order to get your desired result. So we're going to head back through the living room area to the other side of the home, and that's where you're going to find all the bedrooms. We'll start off here in the master bedroom. Now keep in mind of these little steps that is throughout the properties. But again, a spacious primary bedroom, and it does have a standard closet, but it has two of them. So it's definitely going to help with space. When it comes to the primary bathroom as well, that has been completely updated. Walk-in shower, double vanities, all the things that people enjoy. Then we're going to continue on. You can just go to the particular guest bedrooms, and you can use them, of course, as bedrooms for your children. You can use it as office space, or you can use it, of course, as a dedicated guest area. But they all have been updated pretty similarly throughout the property. They all look pretty great. Now you will notice some differences with some older homes that have been updated. Things such as smaller window sizes in the bedrooms. However, you just want to make sure that everything is tastefully done. And then when it comes to the guest bathroom, that has been updated as well. Similar finishes as the master. Then you have some additional storage from the linen closet. Whenever we're looking at a property like this one for a renter that's coming in, that's relocating, or even whenever we're bringing it on for management, there's a few things that we're looking for. We generally, of course, evaluate the target market just to ensure, especially when we're bringing someone that's relocating from a different area, if they're not in the same city, they're relocating from out of state. Those are things that we find important to really evaluate to make sure that it's going to be a comfortable fit for their family, for their lifestyle, not just for the year that they're looking to move in, but possibly for additional years as well. And that's super beneficial, especially for this particular family we're trying to place in this property. They're going to need to stay somewhere probably for a few years. So it's really important that we keep that in mind and consideration as well, because we never want to place them in a property that also then puts them in a circumstance where they're forced to leave after that year because it just doesn't work for their family, right? So we are looking at all of those details with intention. Some of the other things that we're looking at too, besides just the target market, the functionality of the property, is it viable? Is it going to be viable for multiple years to come, as long as their financial situation doesn't change? But we're also looking at things like maintenance for the property. So as I mentioned before, the interior of this property seems like it has been well done, very well updated. It is a concrete block home. It's an older home, but they do seem, from what I've been able to see so far, that they have taken care of the inside of the property. Now, what I do see a little bit of issue with is just the exterior of the property. Whenever it comes to things like having the lawn maintenance completed prior to move-in, or even pressure washing, as a renter coming into a property or into a space, you're going to be held accountable for certain things. And you're going to be held accountable to keeping the property condition up to a certain level. So if you're going to be held accountable to that, there's absolutely nothing wrong with making sure that you get the property in the condition that they want it maintained in. And that's also important because things like lawn maintenance, possibly even pressure washing, even pest control, right? So I've seen a couple little bugs here. They are dead, so that's good news, but you want to get proof as well as the last pest control service that was completed at the property, because that's also something, especially for a single family home, that you may be responsible for doing yourself throughout your lease term. And if you're going to do that, you want to make sure that you're not taking on, you're not inheriting someone else's problems. So I hope those tips were very helpful for you guys. We're going to get on so we can make sure, hopefully, that we get our prospect into this property. If it winds up not working out and you guys are interested in seeing it, definitely feel free to contact us anytime. Happy Mother's Day to all our mothers out there, and we'll see you guys real soon.